When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will have the football first. To the air, it's Briggs. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To give on the option. Turning it on. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, give the defense credit, because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break?
Touchdown, Miami! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkins. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. Offense gets set for second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
That's caught. It's Wade. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, to handing the ball off.
And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Briggs. Quickly complete. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There he goes. Touchdown, Canes. A great catch and run for 6.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. He'll field it close to the 50. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
Oh, he's got some space. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Calls it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Canes are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Running to the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Give to the single back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on 4th down. Corrals it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Zings it complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. He's got him. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Quick pass on the fly motion. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before that, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Briggs. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Wade. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to escape and get it himself. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a wide open receiver. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes. Start the next drive. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Briggs. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Off the play fake. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Scrambling away. It's complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Briggs. Setting up the screen. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, off. All game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Bobo. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Finds a tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got the screen set up. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Cavaliers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just sort of a relentless. Getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on 1st down from the 40. The give on the inside. Got enough for the 1st down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Okay, ready?
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Fights off a defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Virginia, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.